Hi everyone, welcome to Wednesdays live at 5. Today I am in orange. Thank you to a friend who has lent me orange because I had nothing to wear for the orange chakra. So today we are doing the sacral chakra. Yay! This is episode 3 of the Chakra Series. So if you haven't already, definitely check out episode 1, which is all about the 7 major chakras. Episode 2 is about the root chakra, and today, being the third one, we are doing the second chakra, which is the sacral. So the first one was February 12th, the second one was March 12th. Okay, so let's get started. Right. So, sacral is obviously represented by orange. It is located just below your belly button. Usually people will say, like, take 4 fingers, your own fingers, because they're always different sizes, right? And just like touch your belly button with your index finger, and where your little finger is, that's where your chakra is. But usually just any kind of area just below your belly button, that's your sacral chakra. And this is where your joy and your creativity is, also like the sexual energy and the pleasure station is as well, because it's obviously linked up to the sexual organs, but it's also to do with that creativeness on that side too. But that joy and that visibility and you know, being yourself to your core, like not worrying what anyone's thinking of you. So it's a really, really nice one. A lot of people have it, you know, not very active and stuff because of society constraints. So we need to activate it again so that we are full of joy again. Physical symptoms of an unhealthy one would usually be stuff like lower back pain. So like I said, it was just below your belly button. So think of that area on your spine, and that's kind of the area that influences. Obviously, because it's near your bladder and your kidneys and stuff, it's also urinary problems, so any kind of urinary tract infections or, you know, anything like that, kidney stones or all of those kind of things. Hormonal imbalances is also a problem when you don't have a very active sacral. And of course, as I said, it's the reproductive organs, so anything like infertility or anything like that, usually because of an unbalanced sacral. Emotional, so of course, you've got shame and guilt and fear of intimacy, emotional instability, jealousy, anything sort of along those kind of lines. That's all your sacral, like you stopping yourself from feeling that happiness and that joy. That is like anything that's against that, that's usually from that sacral. Mental problems is obviously difficulty in any kind of relationships, not just romantic, but friends, family. If you find it hard to form relationships with people or trust people and stuff, that's possibly, there's other stuff as well, there's possibly because of an imbalance there in that sacral. On the other hand, it could also be over dependence on people as well, like a really strong sort of attachment to people and needing to be around people, needing to have people looking after you, like that kind of thing. That's an inactivity as well for the sacral. So if you have a really healthy one, it's obviously the opposite of all that. You know, you feel super happy, you feel super creative. You just love yourself and those around you. You have really good connections with people. There's not any toxic relationships on either side, you being toxic or them. And you have really good physical health, like your kidneys and you know, all the organs in that kind of area, bladder and everything. All of those are really healthy and strong. So how would you activate these? Well, glad you asked. You can wear them. So any kind of color therapy. So you can wear clothes. You can just look at those colors around you, like in a painting or fabric or, you know, a piece of paper that's orange. You can even like have foods and stuff. So like we said when we did the root chakra, really, really kind of easy. It's just what color foods have the color of that chakra. So of course oranges would be good. Things like carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, peaches, all of those kind of stuff. Nuts as well, even though they're not orange. Nuts are really, really good for activating your sacral. It's also linked to the element of water as well. So your hydration is very important for this chakra. So drinking lots of water, but also being in water. So, you know, going in the shower or a bath is actually more ideal because you're submerging that belly area in the water. Of course, like swimming in the ocean, in the lake, in a swimming pool or something, that's really, really good for your sacral because it's all to do with water. Think of it like the womb, and the water in the womb and the water in your sacral, and that's where that comes from. So water can activate it too, even though it's not orange. So any kind of activities where you are creative. So that can be the obvious, like art or music or dancing or something like that. Writing, whether that's poetry or songs or, you know, stories, or just journaling. Journaling's a great one for it actually as well. But if you're not creative in that sense, like maybe it's something, you know, like building something or organizing something where you feel creative. It doesn't actually have to be what society tells you is creative. How do you feel creativity? And go do those activities. Yoga, of course, has positions for all of them. I'm not too good on my yoga, but things like the butterfly pose, cobra, you know, you're pulling all of these, opening up all this kind of area. Anything that's opening up your hips and stimulating the energy flow around your hips. And that's all really, really good. Goddess pose as well would be a really good one because that's obviously to do with your feminine energy. So if you're a woman and you're doing this, activating that femininity will really, really benefit your sacral. Of course, you can do affirmations, meditations, and visualizations. So affirmations such as I am creative, I embrace pleasure and abundance, I am open to intimacy and connection. So remember always with affirmations, it has to be in the present sense and it has to be in the first person. So I am. It's not I will be or I hope or whatever. It's I am now in this moment abundant. I am now joyful. I am now, you know, happy. Whatever it is, I'm creative. You say the I am and it activates that in you. You don't need to believe it. Just say it and then it will come true. Meditation, of course, and visualization is very, very good. So you can use the colors and you can use crystals as well to meditate with. There's also like things on YouTube where you can do special chakra meditations or just music you can download or listen to on YouTube or something where it activates that. So it goes on the frequency of that chakra and yeah, it will just activate that for you. So just visualizing and deep breaths because it's around your stomach area. So like belly breaths, really breathe into your belly and expand it and then really push out all of the air and really, you know, make it a big action, like really, you know, really push the air in and really push that belly out and then really breathe out and really take away all the air in there. And that kind of thing really activates them. So then, of course, there is crystals. Where did I put them? So you can get, as I showed you last week with the root chakra, you can get ones that are the stones for those chakras, and then they have the symbols for the chakra on as well. So this one is the symbol for the sacral chakra, and this is on carnelian. I don't really like this one so much because, as you can see with the other ones, it's usually more of like a really dark orange, right? Whereas this one has more of the white in it, which is also in carnelian, but I like a carnelian to be orange. I love you still there, yes. And then of course things like sunstone, which is this beautiful sparkly one. I'm trying to make it sparkle for you. It kind of looks like it's got glitter on it. So just Google it. It's fantastic and beautiful and lovely. And things like tiger's eye as well. So tiger's eye is one of my favorite ones. It's sort of this gold and brown shimmery one, and you can just kind of really enjoy the colors in that. So anything orange, or tiger's eye is obviously more gold, but it's a really good one because it grounds more. So that's why we use tiger's eye in that. You can use obviously aromatherapy oils, orange essential oil. Usually the sweet orange is the best one, but any of them really. But I would go with sweet orange if you have sweet orange. Like things that stimulate love as well and desire and stuff like that. So like rose or jasmine, something like that. Something sensual would be a really, really good one for those kind of things. Sandalwood, patchouli, clary sage, geranium, all of those kind of ones that kind of boost your mood and your energy and just help you go out and face the world. Those kind of ones. Okay, so only 12 minutes today. I did it. Yay. So if you really enjoyed that, but you have questions, because obviously that's a very brief overview of that chakra, please do reach out, or in the comments of the replay, please just put any of your questions in there. And if you have questions about anything else that I do as well, or you have an idea for a live at 5 that you would like to include, please, please, please do reach out. I have a huge list of stuff that I want to do, but I want to do stuff that's interesting to you guys. So please give me ideas and tell me what it is that you actually want me to talk about. Our next chakra episode, episode 4, will be on May the 7th. And that's going to be our sacral, we're doing sacral, our solar plexus, which is our nice yellow one. So we've got to find something yellow now. And that's just under your rib cage here. So we're going to be doing that on May the 7th. So tune in if you're following this Chakra series. Next week, we're going to be doing understanding the basics and misconceptions of ear candling. So being here in Canada, I realized that it's got a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of misconceptions here, whereas Europe, it's, used in, hospitals, ear, nose and throat hospitals. So there's just such a contrast. So I'm going to do an episode next week on ear candling and help anyone that doesn't know what it is or has heard a couple of the, fear stuff around it. Just letting you know, as a practitioner myself, what that's all about. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening to this live at 5. I really, really enjoyed doing this. Thank you so much for being here. Watch the replay, like the replay, put in your comments and your suggestions. Until next week, stay creative. Keep that sacral all activated for this week. Have a wonderful week, everyone. I will see you on Wednesday. Bye.